Hi everyone. In this video today we are going to look at one interesting topic in Sage 300 journal entries, that is recurring entries. You can use it for passing entries which you are doing on a periodic basis. So in this example today we are going to look at a monthly entry for rent distribution and how we can automate it using the recurring entries option. So I'm logged into a sample company in Sage 300 desktop version. This is the general ledger module. You can go to GL setup and recurring entries, but before you start setting up a recurring entry you need to ensure that you have a schedule defined in common services that is available here in the schedules. I have created a schedule which is called as monthly. It recurs on a monthly basis every month on the last day. Based on this schedule I'm going to set up a recurring entry. Let's call it rent distribution for the month, and this is the schedule code. This is mandatory, that's why we created one in advance. So I want to do this transaction on a monthly basis. Starting date is, let's say, 31st of the month, and it can expire on a specific date, so I want this to run till 30th of April 2026 for 1 year. I want the same description, so I'm going to copy it here for the entry. Reference is rent, description, account I have got 62030, that is rent for my store 2. Amount is, let's say, 8,000. I want to insert another line. I can hit the insert key on the keyboard, and the second one is a prepaid expenses rent account, and I want to credit that by 8,000. Add, close. Now this is how you have set the recurring entries option up. Now for processing, you can go to GL periodic processing, create recurring entries batch, and you could do this for one or multiple recurring entries at the same time. So for time being, in this example I've got only one, so I can either select that or I can leave it open because it's only one transaction for now. Now if you look at this, so we have defined in the system that the entry has to happen on the last day of the month. So today we are still on 30th, so tomorrow I can process this transaction. So it will help you in stopping duplicate entries, and it will also keep track of when was the last entry done. So I will change the date in this example to 31st of May, and I will process this transaction, and in that case one entry has been created. Now if you go to GL transactions and batch list, you should see your transaction here, GL recurring entries batch. Let's open that and have a look. So this is exactly how you have entered it in the recurring entries module. Now once you are happy with the transaction, you can go ahead and post it, and this can be used for one or multiple transactions at the same time. Now if you go back to GL setup and recurring entries, we'll open the rent related recurring entry, and here you can see that the last run date is 31st of May. So if you run this again on 30th of June, it will update here saying that the last run date was 30th of June, so on and so forth. So it will keep track of how many entries have been done, and it will stop recurring this transaction at this specific date if you have specified the expiration time. That's it. Thank you and have a nice day.